Morning, guys. We're on Revelation still, chapter 2. We're doing the second church, the church of Smyrna. And in verse 8 it says, "And to the angel of the church in Smyrna write." And some of the commentators say this could refer to Polycarp, who was the bishop of the church in Smyrna in Asia. "The first and the last, who was dead and has come to life, says this." And so once again, we know these are the writings of Jesus. He was alive, he died, and he rose again from the dead and conquered the grave. And so it's definitely Jesus. And he is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. Verse 9, "I know your tribulation and your poverty, but you are rich." Like any good church, they need to suffer. And they suffered well. And God says, "I know your tribulation, I know your poverty." And so we can be poor physically, but we can be rich spiritually. We can be rich in heart, we can be full of joy, and we can have riches in heaven. And that those eternal riches are far more valuable than any gold or silver or any monetary value here on earth. And so let's rather store up riches in heaven. He says, "I also know the blasphemy by those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan." And so every generation, even today, we have the church of Satan. Back then, synagogues were where the Jews went, where they would worship Satan. And so every age has got a counterfeit. There's always false prophets coming into the church, pretenders, deceivers, apostates, coming with another gospel, proclaiming another Jesus, which is actually an antichrist, a type of Christ, but not Christ. And so here there were those that came in, they're blasphemous, and it says they were Jews, but are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. "Do not fear what you are about to suffer." And often the suffering comes through these apostates. "Behold, the devil is about to cast some of you into prison, so that you'll be tested, and you will have tribulation for 10 days. And so suffering is very much part and parcel of the Christian walk. And it's good for us because it tests our faith. It refines our faith. It strengthens up. It brings up character, like long suffering. It shows where you really are spiritually. Because often one can think, "Oh, I'm a Christian, going to church, I go through the motions." But in fact, as soon as you go through a hard time, you suddenly realize, hang on, where is my faith? Do I really trust in God? Do I really rely on Him for my strength? And so persecution's always a good thing. But God says, keep on keeping on. Persevere through this. It's for your good. It's a testing, but it will come to an end. And in this sense, 10 days, it may be a lot longer than that for most folk. But he goes on to say, "Be faithful until death, and I will give you the crown of life." And that crown is worth far more than any kind of suffering here. When you finish that trial and you look back and you'll wonder, sure, it was nothing. But at the time, every trial it's big, it's difficult, but we must persevere through every trial. "He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. He who overcomes will not be hurt by the second death." And so we need to listen, we need to hear, we need to persevere all the way to the end, so that we are never cast into hell, that second death, and that we'll make it and receive those rewards that God stores up in heaven for us. God bless. Have a good day.